And there are
So
also
important.
related questions. It's very important, I think. What I think is, if we delve into how nations come in, how nations originate, or how people originate, how we should understand the concept of ethnicity or identity, culture, nation, heritage. These are all terms which we apply and use loosely nowadays. But we should actually try to see how they are used by scholars and, more importantly, by politicians.
And go more to the significance.
Well,
Daniel.
one of the key points, the fundamental reason why Syriac Universal Alliance is organising a lecture like this, is because we're turning around, we're changing the agenda. We're no longer saying to people, when you have a conversation about our history, our nationhood, our culture, our people, our language, our identity, we're no longer saying, you know, let's all get emotional about it and just talk about what my uncle and my grandfather's son's daughter's child told me.
Oral stories.
Or stories. Let's look at scholarship. Let's look at what the scholars are telling us. Let's look at what the experts are saying. So no longer can you come to me and say our identity is X.
Yes.
Because
get more scientific.
Yes.
And
we need that.
Exactly. And let's have open dialogue about it. No longer am I going to hide my true thoughts. This is what people should start thinking. No longer hide your true thoughts about who you are as a people. No longer listen to what someone else has told you your history is without knowing the truth. The truth is written. The truth is there before your eyes. So don't, attend lectures like this. If you disagree with the positions, attend a lecture like this, because
then you can argue and discuss
your point
in a modern way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's have open discussion.
Absolutely.
And this is why Johnny has been working so hard with Shabo Hanna to organise a lecture like this, a day like this, where you have real scholars coming up and saying, this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what nationhood means. Let's analyse ourselves.
And the interesting thing is that we present them the content, but it's up to the people to decide. You decide what you do with this information.
What do you believe or not believe?
Exactly. We give them the information. This is what experts think and write. It's up to you what you do with it. Decide what you're doing, what you're going to do with this information.
Correct.
This is great, Johnny. I mean, Daniel, we always felt like our people has learned. Well, not everybody, but most of our people learn their history through oral stories transferred from generation to generation. I know about the Afro because my grandma used to talk this and that. I know about what this, that I'm from Nusaybian, and Nusaybian is this and that. This is what I heard from my, the elders in the family or the neighbors. I think it's time to wakening up people and tell them, hello, a lot of books here, a lot of information, a lot of true, fundamental stories written by our ancestors, only to let you know who we are. Because how can you defend yourself if you do not know who you are?
Well, the important point is that there's obviously room for those oral stories. Those oral stories are part of our tradition. It's what my mother and my father tell me about blah, 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 and what my uncles tell me. It's all very, very, very important. But let's also, the point that we're making as well is let's also look to this. Let's also look to what professors, scholars, experts are saying. And I mean, Johnny has, done a lot of this and can talk about this more.
Many, many points that you mentioned here, so great. And I can only imagine the hard work it's demanding in order to fulfill those hard, serious tasks. So I don't know, Johnny, I only can wish you luck.
It's not only me.
And Daniel, Gabriel, of course. I was going there. Believe me, I was not going to forget you, Daniel. And many other loyal, good people that we're so proud. We're so proud of you, everybody who wants to help, everybody who wants to share in something. Anything, it's so important. You are so important. In everything you say, everything you do, just do it with a full heart, and it's needed. I'll leave the room for you to close up?
Close up. Well,
we're out of time. It's been 2 hours or 2 hours now.
Great hours.
It's been so interesting and so great to have you here, guys.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, I think one of the things is with these programs, we try to reach to the people. What we have alluded to before is actually we are willing to listen to our people. We were very pleased when the people called in, our viewers, but we want to have more interaction with them. This is why we are going after them. We are going to places where we can find them, you know, where we can discuss with them, have a dialogue with them. And we are always prepared to listen to them. They can give us advice, they can give us suggestions, they can criticize whatever they want. The only thing we request from them is just to become active and participate in the organizational life, and not to become yes man, just to nod their hands or just nod like this.
Or to say no, criticize all the time.
You know, we need people who want to work actively within the organizations. You know, this is the only thing we ask for, actually, active participation within the life of the organizations. And I think when they join the organizations, I think we can do a lot of things, because maybe I should add this too. We, as we said before, we always create an aura around us of problems, being depressive, you know, pessimistic. You know, we need to get out of this, you know. This is kind of a vicious circle, as we say in the European languages. Like, we need to get out of this. What we need
just
to do...
shake it off.
Yeah, shake it off. What we need to do is try, as the expression says, bring the right people on the right places, so that when the right people join together, problems can turn into possibilities and opportunities. And this is the most important thing. So when they join our board, I believe 100%, and I think my board is with me, that we can create great things. And I think one of the leaders, the modern leaders, said once, ordinary people can do extraordinary things. So...
yeah, and it's like you mentioned, both of you, it's different arenas where people can work. It's not only one thing, it's not only one job, it's not only one demand, it's not only one specialization, it's a lot you can do.
Correct.
Daniel?
Absolutely. I can't say anything much more than what Johnny's already said. But again, this role for both myself and Johnny, and I know I speak for Johnny as well, and it is a privilege to be sitting here. It's a privilege to work for our people, and we also want to make it a privilege for others. It's not a right for anyone. You know, you can send in your application, we'll look at it, we'll get the best of the best to start working together as a coherent team, you know, moving forward in one direction, and we want others to feel the same about what we do. I mean, you know, me and Johnny, we talk to each other, again, way too much every day about all the things that we're doing, and we're excited about it, you know, because we see change and we see ourselves moving forward, and there's great possibilities, like Johnny was just saying, great possibilities, great opportunities, and we want others to join in that. So come and join the fun with us.
Maybe a final thank you to Philip Hanna. He has helped us so much in the recent months.
You can't forget Mr.
Really,
Hanna.
we cannot anymore. So thank you very much, Ahuna.
And a lot of other people around the world who have done phenomenal things to help us.
I think you'll have more chances to thank everybody, because I want to have you more further in the spotlight to discuss more, and people really want to hear more from you. And I want to thank you for coming here, because I invited you last time.
Indeed.
I was with Daniel, and you came. The only thing I can say that you are a real inspiration, and you are a pride. Really, you make us proud as Syrians, as Syriac people. And God bless you. We wish you luck, and we're looking forward to work with you and to be able, hopefully, to have an impact in this huge, big, blessed task that you are carrying on your shoulders. Thank you so much for being here. The only thing I can say at the end of this show, that to our people, that hand in hand, with loyalty in the heart, responsibility in the intention, we can reach further to make our ancestors proud of us, like we are proud of them. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Fushon Bashlomo. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you.
you.